Good evening, you guys. It's your boy Bill Mahari here, represent Bahari Nation Sports Podcast. Much love to the entire LDBC and the entire basketball community. We're about nearly 30 minutes to an hour away from game 4 of the NBA Finals between the LA Lakers versus the Miami Heat, with the Lakers leading the series 2 games to 1. Um, this is going to be a bit of a quick two-part video because I'm going to separate this into two different parts, okay? I'm going to talk about my predictions for game 4, and I'm going to talk about my thoughts on Jimmy Butler's performance in game 3. Now, Jimmy Butler to me showed something in game 3. He showed assertiveness, he showed aggressiveness, and he showed a pit bull mentality that I've seen before on countless occasions, but he took it to another level. You know what I'm saying? It was more than just about the triple double that he had, about the 40 points that he scored. It's just about the fact that he stayed aggressive from the beginning of the game and never let up. Um, right now, Jimmy Butler is playing at a level that is unheard of before, you guys. I mean, this guy really is showing his true, grit, his true strength, and his ability to, lead his team to the promised land. And I really have been, Matt. I've just been in awe of what I've seen from Jimmy Butler, and to really think that all those teams that had Jimmy Butler, my Minnesota Timberwolves, who gave up on him too quickly, all because they were catering to the feelings of Carl Anthony Towns. All right. Then Philadelphia, when he got traded there, and then didn't give him the contract that he truly deserved for being their top closer. Now he's proven his worth in Miami. He found a new home, and he's taken advantage of it in a big way. He's been really been having an outstanding playoff series. Dating back from the Pacers series, again, and then against the Bucks and the Celtics. He's been playing at a magnificent high level and proving his worth as one of the best two-way players in the NBA. And regardless of what happens tonight, I think that Jimmy Butler has really gave up a really excellent impression of a lot of people in the NBA. I knew what was capable of for years, but what he's done in these playoffs has been amazing. Now, granted that the Heat have been facing against a lot of injuries, but Butler, as typical, shows no excuses. He puts his shoes on, puts his jersey on, and he gets out there and plays his butt off and plays with all heart and soul every time he played. And his ability, to get to the basket, drawing fouls, creating plays for others, really was one of the key factors in Game 3. Not just with the scoring too, but his aggressiveness on rebounding, his ability on playmaking to get guys involved really played a huge role in the success on Sunday. Now, when it comes to tonight, you know, I don't expect him to score 40 points again, but I expect him to at least try to, assert himself aggressively. Now, you know that the Lakers are going to try to adjust and try to do whatever they can to get the ball out of Jimmy Butler's hands. Now, what what's going to happen tonight, and I'm going to switch it to the next subject at hand for game 4 tonight. Um, the way I looked at game 4 is simply this, okay? The Lakers, knew that they blew a golden opportunity to go up 3-0 in the series, and they did not play their best game, and they turned the ball over too much. They weren't executing as effectively on offense, and they weren't as aggressive, and they allowed Miami to stick around and allowed Miami to take control of the game midway through the third quarter. Now, according to reports, Bam Adebayo is going to try to play tonight. Now, Gordon Dragic is a game time decision, but with that tear of that plantar fasciitis in his left foot, I don't know if it's worth the risk to play at this particular point. But we'll see if he'll play tonight. But I tend to think that tonight, I think the Lakers I basically got the wake up call that they needed from that game 3 loss, and they're gonna do what they can to put their foot on the gas pedal and retake control of the series. I think the Lakers are gonna basically win game 4 and get one victory away from winning another championship. And I think that LeBron is gonna try to take the assignment of Jimmy Butler. You know. Basically, you're not going to shut him down entirely, but I think limit his effectiveness, limit his playmaking ability, and make those other guys around the court beat them. You know what I'm saying? Duncan Robinson and Tyler Chiro have had their moments, but they're shooters. And you got to get them off the 3-point line and give the Lakers defense credit. They've done a really good job of chasing them off of that 3-point line. You know, but with Bam Adebayo, playing tonight, that really will help them in terms of their physicalness inside. Now, I don't expect them to match up with Anthony Davis. I expect them to match up maybe with JaVale McGee, to somebody that can he can stay out of foul trouble against, and more importantly, they need his help side defense and his rebounding. But the shoulder is going to be a huge question. How much can they get out of him? And we'll go and drag it straight to play tonight with that plantar fasciitis tear in his foot. So all these things are gonna answer themselves in the next few minutes. So you know we're gonna see, man. And right now, I just got a report that now that Gordon Dragic is not going to play it tonight. So I'm not surprised by that at all. I think that this was. I think that that foot is just too much for him to continue on. I don't think he's going to continue on for the remainder of the series. But Bam Adebayo's presence on the floor, you know, really changes things for the Miami Heat. But we'll see what happens here tonight. I predict the Lakers are going to win this game tonight and take a commanding 3-1 lead in these NBA Finals and put themselves on the brink of winning another NBA championship. So that's what I pretty much think about this whole situation too. But salute to Jimmy Butler, great performance in Game 3. But I don't expect him to have another triple double tonight. And if he does, man, he really showed me a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? So, but I predict the Lakers will take control of the series and put themselves a game away from winning their another NBA championship in Los Angeles. So, but that's pretty much my prediction for tonight. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section.